Okay, now we're going to do an example of how to dilate a figure given a scale factor on the coordinate grid. So this is our pre-image and it's a rectangle and we have points A, B, C, D. So in order to dilate it, I need to write down all the ordered pairs for each point. So let's start with A. Oops. Okay, A. A is located at -6, 3. So I'm going to write -6, 3. Then we're going to do B. B is located at 6, 3. We're going to do C. C is located at 6, -3. And then D is located at -6, -3. Now, when we're given a scale factor, we're going to take that scale factor and we're going to multiply it by our x and y. So I'm going to take 1/3 and I have to multiply it by x for each point. So for A, B, C, and D, I have to take 1/3 and multiply it by my x values. And then I also have to do 1/3 times my y values. So let's look at A. We're going to find the image, so that's going to become A prime. And A prime is going to be -6 times 1/3. So I'm going to do that in my calculator if you don't know it. -6 times 1/3. And that equals -2. So my new x coordinate is -2. And then 3 times 1/3, if you don't know it, put it in the calculator, is 1. So that's my A prime. Now I'm going to do the same thing for B. We're going to take 6 and multiply it by 1/3. Remember, we're multiplying all of our x's by 1/3 and all of our y's by 1/3 because when you know a scale factor, you multiply. So 6 times 1/3 is 2. And 3 times 1/3 is 1. Now I'm going to do C prime. 6 times 1/3 is 2. -3 times 1/3 is -1. Now I'm going to do D prime. -6 times 1/3 is -2. And -3 times 1/3 is -1. All right, so now I have all my new ordered pairs. So I'm going to plot them. So I have -2, 1. And then I'm going to plot 2, 1. And then I have 2, -1. And then I have -2, 1. And then I can connect it. Now let's remember, I should already know before I even do this if it's going to be an enlargement or a reduction. If I'm multiplying by 1/3, 1/3 is less than 1. So that tells me that it should be a reduction. It's going to get smaller. Okay, so if I connect it, and remember this is my prime, you can label it A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. It did get smaller. It was a reduction. Okay, now we want to represent that algebraically. Oops. Okay, and all that means is I need to write it, no, technical difficulties. Okay, I need to write it using an algebraic relationship. So what I'm going to do is, this is how you'll see it. I'm going to do it up here because I don't have any room. We start with our original x and y, and then we take our x and multiply it by our scale factor, and then we take our y and we multiply it by the scale factor. So this right here is how you would represent this dilation algebraically.